I'm going to share one of the 100 aphorisms on prayer as taught by Nicephorus of Philadelphia. Of course, that's the Greek Philadelphia, the original perhaps. Anyway, it's a beautiful way of describing attachment as a means of growth, perhaps. So let me read this to you, and then I'll kind of talk my way through it with my suspicions. Let me know what you think in the comments. He says, first, the intellect seeks and finds, and then it is united to what it has found. The searching is effectuated by the means of the intelligence, the union by means of love. The search by means of the intelligence is undertaken for the sake of truth. The union by the means of love is consummated for the sake of sanctity. And, I was sat and was thinking about this earlier, thinking about that first part there, the intellect seeks and finds, and then it is united with what it has found. It's the first thing is that the intellect is looking for truth. It wants to know what is. And so, of course, the first thing it does is go out through the senses to explore what seems like an environment for it. And it attaches to what it finds. And it uses this love as the means of this attachment in its search for unity. It's looking for the divine. And so it's finding things that sparkle like the divine, because God is in everything, and it attaches to them. It claims them as part of itself. That love is you, is your nature, the image of the beloved within you. And that love unifies with all that it finds that is true, or that matches its own pattern of perfection within the divine nature, that divine spark. And so attachment at the immature level is us attaching to objects in the world that somehow have reminded us of the qualities of God, whether it's beauty, whether it's pleasure, whether it's security, whether it's power. All of these things are qualities of our divine nature. And we're always looking outside to replace all of those divine powers that we've given up through our identity with body-mind. And our forgetfulness about being the image of the beloved, being the one without a second. We've taken this fragment, this body, this mind, and identified with it. And this identification, that's the attachment. So that is naming ourself to be these things in the world. It's what causes duality, actually. And so the intellect is going out and looking for this truth, mistaking it for the objects that it finds, and unites with them. We identify with them. So this search is effectuated by the means of the intelligence, the union by the means of love, of course. The search by means of intelligence is undertaken for the sake of truth, that this quest for truth, this quest for knowledge is built into us. It's part of our divine nature. And he says, for the sake of truth, and union by the means of love is consummated for the sake of sanctity. And this part, this little thing, for the sake of sanctity, I really enjoy, because this is what prevents the world from becoming mundane and material. Materialism cannot fill the human soul, or even the human being. Don't even talk about it in spiritual terms. This materialism is sapping the last bit of our energy out of us, to where our younger generation can't even find a reason to go on, to carry on with this life, because certainly just being a parasite on the planet, of just eating and taking pleasant things anywhere we can find them and hunting them down, is such an insult to the divine nature, to the human nature, to what we really are. And so it's this focus on love, on this this undivided love, this unconditioned love, that remains, that keeps the world sanctified, keeps the world a place of beauty and fulfillment and truth and honesty and respect. All of the values that disappear in materialism, unless they're purposely or maintained through ethics or something. But just the experience of life, when always seen through the lens of love, reveals a much deeper satisfaction, a much deeper beauty. And so ultimately, as this love and this intelligence are developed and purified and honed in and perfected through experience, through a walk with God, through a walk in the divine. Then our final consummation is with truth, with not with the objects that we mistook them for the whole length of a journey, but it is the consummation of that search, the cream that has come to the top of the milk, as it were, in life. And so this love, the love of the divine, this unconditioned love which motivates life within us, that keeps everything holy, keeps everything pure, keeps everything beautiful.